Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another beer review. And in this one, we're off to Tesco. We're off to the London Beer Factory at Tesco, and we've got a stout. The last time I had a London Beer Factory stout at Tesco, it was fucking awful. It was, I think was it the Big Milk Stout, something like that, and I thought it was absolutely dross. So the warning signs for me on this beer already, only because of the past experiences of it, of stouts with the London Beer Factory. I think they did improve the beer. I never tried it though. So this one is a tiramisu pastry stout. It's coming in at 9.2%, and it is a can of their Zia or Zaya. London Beer Factory Zaya tiramisu pastry stout 9.2. This was, I think, £3.50 a can. There you go. I shall read a little bit of that for you. Overall, though, apart from that stout, the other beers have been okay. I thought my favourite of theirs was the Berliner Weiss, which I really, really enjoyed. It says Zia or Zaya, whatever you want to call it, a decadent stout modelled after the famed Italian dessert. Luscious mocha coffee aromas rise straight from the glass. Drinking a velvety, creamy body is supported by rich roasted barley, backed by adjunct sweetness. That's a warning sign. Adjunct sweetness. How sweet is this adjunct? You know, it's overbearingly sweet. A roasting chocolate malts and digestive dessert and coffee in one. It's got malt, golden promise, dark crystal, oats, chocolate and roast barley. It says no tiramisus were hurt in the making of this beer. The yeast is Vermont. So I'm a little bit skeptical about this adjunct in this beer, to be honest. So let's crack this open. And it's one of them 360 ring pulls they do, but to be honest, I don't mind the 360 ring pulls on the smaller cans, but for me on the bigger cans, they're a little bit more clumsy, to be honest. I've got, that's just me. It looks a bit like Bovril looking at this. But let's get the whiff anyway. And I give it to them. You're getting plenty of chocolate out of the aroma. Definitely, it does smell nice. It does smell very chocolatey. So, yeah, it smells, really, really good. So, apologies for the state of the glass, but let's whack this in and see if the taste of it and the feel of the beer and the quality of the beer, matches the expectations of what it says on the can. There we go. Completely in there. Now, it's always nice to see stouts and that in the supermarkets these days, I have to say. But it's kind of like, again, with any other style of beer, it's sorting out the wheat from the chaff, So, beer in a glass, it looks rather nice. It does. It's got a slight spacious head to her, jet black. She does look okay. The aroma, again, very chocolatey. I'm not picking up any essence of tiramisu, any of that boozy, kind of like brandy spiritness there. You're not getting that. You're just getting a lot of chocolate. So the proof is in the taste. So cheers, everybody. Mouthfeel. It's velvety. It's very slick. Very slick. Oily. So swallowing oil in a way. The taste. I'll be honest, the taste is nice. It's lots of chocolate, lots of sweet chocolate. But there's a big but for me in this. It says tiramisu. I'm looking for tiramisu in this beer. A boozy, tiramisu character, and I'm not getting it. You know, pastry beers, sweet beers. I'm not a fan of the term pastry, to be honest. It's funny enough, every beer I've had with pastry written on the can or on the bottle has been absolutely overboarded sweetness, too sweetness. So this is a very sweet beer. I'm not saying it's a bad tasting beer. It isn't. It is a. If you got a sweet tooth and you like 2 sugars in your coffee, you would really like this beer. It's got all them flavours, but I'm looking for a tiramisu in this beer, and because of the sweetness, the nice chocolate, it is a nice chocolate feel to this beer. You know, you could call me a really miserable twat if you want. Most probably someone will in the comments, but I'm not getting the tiramisu, and that's what it's advertised at. You know, was it tiramisu pastry stout? I'm not getting a tiramisu. I'm getting a very sweet, likable beer, but no boozy tiramisu for me. So, is this beer worth the money I paid for? I would say no. It's not a terrible beer. It is better than the stout that they did. It's definitely better than that big milk stout they did. So it is better than that, but I think they've gone overboard with the adjuncts. I think they've gone overboard with the chocolatiness, the sweetness. I think that has really cancelled out all them other flavours I was looking for. So if you want a sweet stout, milky, chocolatey, yeah, if you've got a sweet tooth, you love it. If you're a sugar addict, you love it. Me personally, I'm looking for a tiramisu character, a boozy tiramisu character, and for me, I'm not getting it. So boys and girls, all I can say is this beer is an acquired taste. I won't be buying it again. It's not my cup of tea, but I can imagine a lot of people buying it over and over again and loving it. So on that bombshell, I'm going to sit on the fence and let you decide. So London Beer Factory Zia or Zaya, whatever you want to fucking call it, pastry tiramisu stout or whatever you want to fucking call it. It don't fucking taste like that, and I've too many fucks in the end of this fucking review, so fucking hell, I'm off. So in the meantime, look after yourselves, and as ever, you all stars, every one of you. See you in my next one, so cheers.